Fresh Cash Friday today, making over $8,000 across 3 accounts, doing it all live on YouTube as well, my friends. Who's doing it like we're doing it? Showing you guys the Top Step payouts, showing you guys the actions, showing you all the magic behind the scenes. Right here, the #1 day trading channel, undefeated, unchallenged at this point. Gonna break down the move right here in this video and talk about my overall thought process, what I'm working on, the ideas that led me to making over $8,000 live on YouTube today. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Patrick here. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that make videos in hindsight, talking about like, oh, I made this much money, I did this, I did this. I am one of the only YouTubers out there that is trading live every morning, 9:15 a.m. So if you haven't already tuned in, I don't know what you're doing. We're doing it consistent. We have the same people pretty much showing up every day, making money. The other day, somebody made over $3,000 because they were like, hey, I really thought that you had a good plan for a trade. They took the trade. I would never suggest anyone to follow me. That's not financial advice. But a lot of times, we talk about overall direction of where the market's going, and just having somebody else to give you confidence that, hey, yeah, okay, cool. Like, I think the market's going to go higher. This guy thinks the market's going to go higher. The chat thinks the market's going to go higher. Having that confidence lets you really hold on to those bigger winners. Let's break down some of the profits here today. So pulling up my Top Step funded account, in this account today, we made over $1,800. We had one loser, but in general, locking in $1,800 on this account off of one short. Took a nice little short opportunity. The market moved lower. We took our profit and we locked it in, getting ready for the reversal. So I'll show you guys the reversal in the trades here in a second. So you can see my trades right here. This was actually a really good setup. We made over $3,000, $3,437 here in my Trade Evade account, making, this is real money. You can see my actual account number, all that stuff up there. You can see it all live. This is real happening money, real money, real happening. And then in the step 2 of the combine, making $3,500 today in this account. So beautiful day, $8,000 across all 3 accounts. Let's talk about some of the actual trades though. So you can see my entry right here, getting short when we were breaking to the downside from that 68. We're selling 68s and then covering down here at the 58s. We got covered 58, 58 right there, getting covered. And then I got long for this pushback up, getting long right there at 62, getting long right there at 66. And then getting this push up, taking profit there, 69. Actually, this was a cover right there, getting covered at 62, getting long right there at 66, taking a little bit of profit there, 59s. And then this is where I started to add into it. This is not my normal style of trading, by the way. Normally I buy 5 contracts looking for a breakout, but today I was like, hey, I'm going to slowly size into this. I think there's a good chance we're going to pull back here, consolidate, and then get the move above 80s. I talked about it live on the stream as well. This is not in hindsight. This is real trades in real time happening right there on YouTube. But you can see my entry right there, 71, 71, buying here, 69, 69. So I had 4 contracts at that point. I bought one more here at the 74s when we broke above this resistance there at 73. So at this point, I have 5 contracts, and you can see taking profit into this push up above the 80s. So I had my target above the 80s and then getting stopped out on that last one there at 80s. So basically, from the 70s to the 80s there, we got all the way up there to the 85, 86 level, but that was pretty much like my good banger trade of the day here on this account for the Trade Evade account with the real money there. Pulling up the Lux Algo indicator and chart suite that I've been using this week, you can see pretty much like just the whole setup this morning. We had a beautiful setup. We had the overall trend. Look at this trend setting up right there that we bounced. So this is the reversal that I was looking at off of this low. So we had this 60 level. That was the previous week close. So the previous week low, yes, last week being 60 being the low. So the Lux Algo identified that. I would never have known that, to be honest. Like I normally don't like spend that much time going back, but Lux Algo was like, hey, look, this is the previous week low right there at the 60s. So that was where we were looking for the bounce this morning when we were short. So we were shorting here, looking for the bounce off of the previous week low with the Lux Algo indicators showing us that. And then again, guess what? We're looking to get long here. We're getting long at that 70 level. And then guess where we're looking to take profit? Up here into this order block, into this resistance area, again, that the Lux Algo is kind of identifying there on the chart. So, we're short here, we cover here, we get long here, we take profit here. So bang, 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 the trade's beautifully working out. I've also really been focused on the 15-minute chart as well. Lately, looking here at the 15-minute chart, you can see that reversal off the bottom there. Very telling. When these 15-minute candles start to show reversals, it's going to be much more telling than when the 3-minute chart, you get these kind of pushback ups, you get the big wicks on the bottom there, and then that was kind of the signal to get long off of this push back up. So I was kind of looking for this push over the 70s here. So we are breaking back above the high of this candle. That was my entry for the long, right? I think that's pretty simple to think. The high of this candle is 69. I'm looking to jump in once we push above that here on this 15-minute candle for the idea of pushing up there into the 80s. So this really was like my setup today. That 15-minute chart, we were short when we broke below here. We got the move down. But then once we broke back above the high of this candle that we were short on, we are then like getting long for that push above the 80s. So that was pretty much my strategy on the 15-minute chart today and locking it all down there. So pretty happy with the overall performance. The Lux Algo indicator really has been paying out for me in terms of just like getting little things, like little things like being able to see where that previous week low is and just all that stuff there. I'm obviously still using the pivot points. We knew there was a pivot point there at the 73s. So the pivot points are still on there, but really kind of enjoying this new indicator suite from Lux Algo. They have a 40% discount going on right now. There's a 40% link. It's Lux40 is the discount code. But right now, you can see just kind of giving us a pretty good idea. I mean, now it's like, okay, do you move down here to the 50s and then pop back up? And yeah, just kind of sitting back, taking my profits. It's Fresh Cash Friday. I mean, hell, we made $5,000 in real money today. We can't complain. I mean, that's my target. That's where I want to be. That's where I need to be. If I want to make $100,000 a month, I got to be averaging $5,000 days. So today is a great day to kind of, once again, kind of build up that confidence in that idea of doing that. So the 3-minute chart right here kind of showing possible reversal off that bottom area. We had a little break in structure there, and then looking to see kind of what happens as this pushes back up. That's going to be a very kind of key level around this previous low from last week at that 60 area. So kind of talked about it on the stream, just the idea that it was like, hey, from 67, your low is down there kind of like in the 60s again. Wasn't loving it for a short. Didn't want to give back any profits. So there it is, Fresh Cash Friday. What's the moral of the story today? What have I really kind of been focused on? The 15-minute chart, my big focus right now, kind of really like, hey, what's the 15-minute chart telling me? And then also really trying to dive into and explore as much as I can with the Lux Algo indicator and really kind of like, okay, believing like previous week low is going to be an area that we're going to bounce, believing that if we push up, we're going to hit that next resistance, that order block, the fair value gap, all these different things. I'm going to make a video over the weekend talking about like how I'm actually using it. But I think today is a good, it's a good boost. It's a good confidence booster in the algorithm. It's a good confidence booster in that I need to like believe, right? Like I need to believe that these levels are going to get hit. There's a reason these levels are on the chart. So there it is today, making it all happen right on YouTube Live. If you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, like button, you know what to do. I'll talk to you guys later on.